Hey, I am going live on Instagram, which I haven't done in a while, so just bear with me. Hey, how are you? What is good? What is good? Um, since the last time you've seen me, depending on when that was, I've gotten aligners to get these teeth fixed. And so if you see me doing one of those, just know it's because my lips are sticking to my teeth. Hey, Instagram. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. What's good? Hello, 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 and hello. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Cal. Hero Eastwood. What's good? Hey, Shar. Hey, Jakai. What's good? What's good? Yo, today we're going to spend some time together. I'm about to literally help you guys. Anybody who is you don't even have to be stuck in life. You just have you just have to have had a history or a past. That's what we're talking about today, moving forward through your past. I'm literally about to lay my life out. I'm about to tell all of my business, from being a stripper, a dancer, to becoming an entrepreneur, to getting my bachelor's degree, to running away. Like, we're about to have a conversation today in hopes that anybody that is living in fear, or that's living in complacency, or that wants something different or wants something more, my goal today is to empower you, to move you, to inspire you to get whatever it is. And in order to do that, I'm going to throw myself under the bus. I'm going to tell my business. I'm going to put my dirt out there. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tariq. Hey, Cal. Hey, Wes. Hey, Wes. Hey, Samuel, Dennis, Sarah, Tiana, Jakai. Thank you, Shar. Thank you. So some of you guys may or may not know, but I am promoting my event that's coming up. It's called the Black Power Business Conference. www.blackpower business conference. And as I was trying to decide, like, what do I want to do? Like, how do I want to share? Why? Because people always ask me, why do you do what you do? How come you only work with Black entrepreneurs? How come you only talk about Black people? And it's because, well, one, I'm Black, but two, I'm trying not to get emotional. We are the dopest people walking the earth, y'all. We're the most resilient people. We're the flyest people. I love us. Like, I just love us. And I have hope and faith and belief in us. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because I've lived it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've lived a life. I've lived a story, right? Like most Black people have. Like most Black people, I would say, have some kind of a story or something that they've had to get through or work through to get to where they are. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's in your job, your career, your relationship, your sanity, your family. You know what I'm saying? Some of our families, we had, there's all these kinds of things you have to work through. And so today, as I'm pushing my conference, the Black Power conference, I was like, I'm gonna tell my story because I need people to understand and know where Black Power comes from. And it comes from being a Black woman. And it comes from being raised by a Black woman. And it comes from Black men and Black fathers, right? That's where it comes from. And so I'm going to start by telling you where I got my power from. And by all means, hey, Valerie. And by all means, I want you guys to tell your story too. If I say something that resonates with you, this is a safe place for me too. Okay. Not the world's me too, but just a Black man to Black woman to Black man, Black girl to Black girl. Like, this is just a safe place for us to say that we've all had these types of experiences and it's okay. And if you haven't had one, that's cool. Don't be judgmental. I feel like I'm about to be Erykah Badu today. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, but I'm about to share it with you in hopes that we can be like, oh, we're the same. We're one and the same. Look at what she has done. Look at how she's done it. I'm in therapy and I have a coach. And this week was super enlightening. And she was like, you don't share enough of your story. And I was like, I don't, because I don't want people to judge me. But she was like, yeah, but your story is what makes you powerful where you are today. So let's start. To me, my story starts in 6th grade, which is where I got my first boyfriend. My first boyfriend, he had a Black mom and a white dad. And so his pet name for me, this is where I believe that my self-esteem started. His pet name for me was Big Black and Ugly. He used to call me BB and you. Um, and I don't have a lot of really, real memories before then, but this is the one that I go to often. Big Black and Ugly. And I believe this is where my self-esteem was tarnished, if you will. A young girl, first boyfriend, thinking that, this dude is going to look out for me. From there, ninth grade, looking for love in all the wrong places, started ditching school, and I flunked out of ninth grade. Right, so ninth grade, I flunked out of ninth grade. I'm ditching. I'm writing my own absent notes to the school. By the time the ninth grade ended, my mom was like, "I don't understand why she's flunking." And they were like, "Ma'am, because she's not going to school. You've been writing her out. She's missed too many days." And they were like, "Well, how come the school hasn't called me to let me know?" And they were like, Why would we call you and let you know? You've been writing her out." And she was like, "No, I haven't." And they looked and saw that I've been signing myself out of school. So flunked out of ninth grade. By the time I got to 10th grade, I was going to alternative school. Anybody else have to do alternative school through high school? I did. Valerie said, "OMG," by the boyfriend or by the dad? Oh, wait, which one? No, by the boyfriend, Valerie. Sixth grade. It was my sixth grade boyfriend who used to call me Big Black and Ugly. It was my sixth grade boyfriend. My first boyfriend, mind you, the very first gentleman that showed an interest in me. So my very, very first boyfriend called me Big Black and Ugly. And again, his mom was black, his dad was white. So he was a little mixed kid. Um, right around that time, right around sixth grade, 12 years old, I decided that I wanted to be a doctor and I wanted to go to Spelman and I wanted to be an AKA. So, I had some hopes and dreams at a very young age. And then again, when I got to ninth grade and I flunked out of ninth grade, I just kind of assumed, well, there goes my life. I guess I will not be becoming a doctor. I guess I will not be going to Spelman. I won't be AKA because apparently I don't know shit, right? And it wasn't that I didn't know things. It's just I was fast ass. I was fast. I was hot in the pants because of that initial, disconnection with young boys. I thought that the way to get boys to like you was to be fast. And so in ninth grade, I ditched school a lot to go hang out with this kid that was 18. And so as you can imagine, at the age of 14, I got pregnant. That was my first pregnancy. I was 14. Flunked out of ninth grade, went to alternative school for 10th grade. Did that well, went to class, did school via notebooks, notepads, paper, stuff like that. Like that's how I went to school for 10th grade. All of this happened in California. I'm a Cali girl. And so at the end of 10th grade, we moved here to Phoenix. So I moved here to Phoenix right before my 11th grade school year. I was able to go back to traditional school. Hey, nobody told me, hey, Deanna, hey. Nobody told me if they went to alternative school. Y'all got me out here all by myself. Nobody else went to alternative school but me. Am I the only alternative school kid on the block? Oh my God. Okay, y'all got me out here by myself, telling my business and nobody else. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. So ninth grade flunked out, first pregnancy, 10th grade alternative school. Y'all want to hear a funny? I'll tell y'all a funny story. So I'm in 8th grade. I told you I was messing with the 18-year-old kid. My mom knows, of course, how old I was. I was probably like 14, 15. Again, fast. And the 18-year-old comes to my house, living in apartments. He pulls into my apartment complex and goes into the mail room because he don't know where my apartment is. So he pulls up to the mail room, goes into the mail room and asks this lady, "Hey, do you know where apartment number boom, boom, boom is?" And she's like, "Excuse me?" And he was like, "Do you know where apartment number boom, boom, boom is?" And she was like, "Yeah, that's my apartment." This fool walked into the mailbox room and asked my mama where my apartment was. And that's how she found out that I was messing around with the 18-year-old. And then not too long after that, found out that I was pregnant. So that was, 8th, 9th grade. 10th grade, alternative school, moved to Arizona. I always say that the move to Arizona literally saved my life because I was moving really fast, going nowhere very early in life. Yeah, I was hanging out with the Bloods, hanging out with the Crips. I ran away from home because my homegirl did. She had a hard life. And so I was like, I don't want you to be on the streets by yourself. So I'm going to run away with you. We can't be but 15 years old. And we ran away with these 30-year-old men just fast. And it's just, oh God, thank you that I'm alive. I'm in my right mind because I made really bad choices and decisions when I was a young person. Um, so yeah, luckily I moved to Arizona. Like that literally saved my life because I was just treating myself really, really bad early in life. So moved to Arizona, 11th grade year. I get to go back to traditional high school, which was cool. Met my girlfriends and just kind of started turning my life around, if you will. Um, Ended up graduating from high school on time, 12th grade with a 3.67. I don't know how I did it, but I pulled it out. After high school was done, I was like, well, let me give this college thing a try. Like, if I made it out of high school, maybe I could try college. So, started going to college mostly because that's where the football players went, and it was pretty cool up there. So, I went to school when football season was over. I was like, I don't really know if this college thing is for me. I had a rough high school life. Maybe this college thing isn't really for me. But before I go, I'm gonna get me a student loan. Anybody else get a student loan? Am I by myself out here? Anybody else get a student loan? But they was in college, a little PC, a little community college. So I got this student loan and used the student loan to buy my first car. Now, I, like you, probably have a black mother. And when I went to go get this car at 19, the people were like, no, ma'am, you don't have no credit, not none. So we're going to need a cosigner. And my mom was like, no, ma'am, guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not co-signing for a 19-year-old to get a car. So my best friend's uncle co-signed for me, got the car, I'm ripping and running. I'm in the streets living my 19-year-old life. One night I'm out going to see somebody and I fall asleep driving. When I was younger, I used to fall asleep driving a lot. I don't do it as much anymore because I'm an adult, but when I was younger, I used to fall asleep driving. And so I fell asleep driving one night, ran my car under a truck at a stoplight. And I totaled the car. The car got totaled. I'm 19. The car is totaled. And if you've ever totaled a car, they want their money like within 35 days. So at 19, with a totaled car, owing about $2,500, my best friend's uncle was like, I need you need to figure out what you're going to have to do, but I need this money about to mess my credit up. So I'm looking through the newspaper, find this ad that says you can make $1,500 a week. And I was like, oh, cool. I need to make $1,500 a week. I go up there and they're like, yeah, well, you in order to make $1,500 a week, you got to get on the stage. And I was like, well, I don't really want to get on the stage. Can I bartend? They were like, yeah, cool. So I started out as a bartender and there was no money in that. And so I was like, you know what? I need to make this money really quick. I'll dance. I'll get on the stage. And so that's literally how I started my dancing career. Wrecked my car and I needed to make the money quick. And I made it. I made that $2,500 in a week. It was quick and fast. And I was like, well, shit, if I can make $2,500 in a week, I wonder if maybe I can make more money if I keep doing it. So what was supposed to be a 1 week thing ended up being a 3-year thing. Not just three. I mean, it ended up being a 3-year thing, dancing, private room, couple pictures here and there. What started out as something for me ended up being something that I did to take care of my boyfriend because now I'm making all this money. I'm sharing it with him. He's off at college and he's used to getting this money from me. I'm sending him like $600 a month, breaking him off. And so when the time came for me to stop, because, I was brought up in the church, I'm a Christian girl, and I knew that what I was doing wasn't right because mentally I was drained, spiritually I was drained. I was disassociating myself with myself, you know what I'm saying? So I would tell myself that when I went to work, it was a work like Denny's. When somebody gets dressed and goes to Denny's, they put their costume on. When I get dressed and go to the stage, I put my costume on. And so I was literally disassociating myself with the fact that I was working and what I was doing. And when I was really ready to stop and to quit and to get my life together, I told the dude I was talking to at that time, and this fool yelled at me. He was like, you ain't shit. You did it. And I was like, oh my God. Like, okay, well, I can see that I need to get my shit together because I can't be taking care of you. Like, I'm stressing myself out. I'm depressed. I'm going through it. and you over here living the good life. So I think it's time that me and you need to go separate ways, and I need to get my life together. Um, so I stopped dancing, which is very difficult. Just so you know, it's really difficult to go from making like $5,000 a month cash to I got a job as a leasing agent, and I was making like $400 a week. Oh, so what is that? 4 is 8. That's like $1,600 a month, and that was really hard. And so I wanted to go back to dancing, but I knew that it was a just one of those cycles. Like if you don't ever if you're doing something in your life that doesn't make you happy and you get free of it for whatever reason, it just like it feels like it should like that's the only thing that you can do that's going to make you happy, right? It doesn't matter if it's a job or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or an ex or a past. Sometimes it's hard to get away from something that we think, well, that's all I know how to do. Well, that's all I'm good at. Well, that's all I've ever done, right? So, in order for me to get away from it, I literally had to pack up all of my stuff and move. So I am 22 years old, maybe 22, 23. I pack up all of my stuff and I say goodbye to everything I know here in Phoenix and I moved to California. I moved to California in April of 99. I get a job in July. I meet my son's father in August, and I'm pregnant in November. Literally how fast it happened. I left to like get my life together, and it did good, you know what I'm saying? I get pregnant. I've known the dude not long. I'm 23, and I'm talking to my mom like, what should I do? Like, what should I do? And that lady, she gave me the most sage advice. She said, do you think you can do it by yourself? And do you want to? She was like, you're older than me when I had you. She was 18 when she had me. She's like, you're older than me when I had you, and you're better off in life than when I had you. So you have me in your corner. So you just have to decide if this is something that you want to do. And I was like, well, I can do it by myself. I don't want to, but if I had to, I could. And so I had my son. I only have one son, but I had my son at 24. No, I was 23. I turned 24. Then I think that's when I really started getting my life together. When I had my son, and I realized that there were some things in my life that had to make where I had to make some changes, right? So after I had him, I started thinking about like what's going on in the world at this point in time. Like, what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to be impactful? How do I want to change? How do I want to be better for him, if you will? And this is 2000. He was born in 2000. After I had him, because I didn't want growing up, I didn't want to have any kids. I didn't want to have the kids. I didn't want to get married because I knew me and I had some personal issues, and I don't want to put that on anybody else. And so to have a kid, not thinking that you're going to be a good mom because of your past and what you've been through and what you've experienced, I knew that I wanted to dedicate, all that I was and who I am to being him, being a good mom, and being a better person. So I sat down and I wrote myself this email of all the things I wanted to do and how I wanted to change the world and how I wanted to be impactful for him. And I sent it to myself in Yahoo. And then I just went on about my life. I went to cosmetology school. Got my license as a cosmetologist. I got a new job as an administrative assistant in an architectural firm, and that was the best thing I ever did for myself, because the lady, this is why I love women. The woman there said, I see something special in you, and I want to help you. I want to teach you. I want to train you. And she took me under her wing and taught me how to work. I mean, always knew how to work, but she taught me how to work in a corporate environment. And I got hired at that job making $14 an hour. In 90 days, they took me to 15. In 6 months, they took me to 18. And within 2 years, I was at 20. So I got hired at $14 an hour. And within 2 years, I was at $20 an hour because of the guidance of this woman who was like, I see something in you, which is one of the reasons why I tell women all the time, man, if you see another woman doing something good or bad, take her under your wing and support her, tell her, teach her, show her, because literally it just did change my life. It really did. It changed my life. She gave me hope, and during a time where I didn't really have any hope, and I didn't think that I was going to amount to nothing. She gave me some serious hope. When I moved back home from California, I did like most people did, went to the real estate game. So this is like 2008 roughly, because I'm 30. So this is about 2008. So I did the whole loan officer thing, and then I got another job at an aerospace company. And again, another woman. Women are so magnificent. Another woman, and she was the marketing director. So I was the administrative assistant to the marketing director, and she was like, "Do you have your degree?" And I was like, "No, I don't have my degree. I've wanted it, but I didn't think it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't, I just, I'm just kind of going through life. I don't really have no direction. I'm just kind of, I'm just working." And she was like, "Nah, I see something in you. I want you to go to school and I'm going to pay for it." "You going to pay for it?" Okay. So the company sent me to school and I got my bachelor's degree. I was like, okay. So the executive assistant at the company left and they were like, "Lene, we want you to do the executive assistant role." And I was like, "I don't know nothing about being an executive assistant, but I'll try it." So became an executive assistant. That president got released. The VP became the president, and then I became his assistant. And he was like, "I've been watching you and I see how you work. I want you to sit in on these meetings for me." And I was like, okay, I've never sat in on executive meetings before, but I'll try it. And so it's literally the vice president of operations, the vice president of technology, the vice president of HR, the vice president of our organization, and your homegirl right here, sitting at the head of this table with nothing but these Caucasian men, and talking like, well, there's this, $500 Boeing deal, and there's this $250 million deal. There's this $100 million deal. We have this many employees. We got this. I mean, and I'm sitting there and I'm like owning that shit. And it was in that last corporate job I had where I got my bachelor's. I got my MBA there. And it was when I got my MBA that the president used to bring me into the office and he would be like, "Okay, so this is about to happen." So for example, the employees are thinking about going on strike in one of our facilities. What do you think we should do? And I'd be like, "I don't know." And he'd be like, "Well, he's like, "You got that MBA we just paid for, put it to some use." And I'd be like, "Okay, so, well, we can't work without employees. So I think we need to save them. Like we need to do whatever we have to do to make sure that the employees don't walk out. Like we can't run a business without no employees." And he would be like, "No, we're not going to do that, because in 1 year we're launching this new product. In 3 years we have a partnership with this person, and in 5 years this law is coming out. So in year 7 we need to be employee light so that we can do this and the other." And I was like, "Well, damn, you already thinking 7 years in the future. Like, y'all, hold on a second." So I started getting hip to this whole strategy thing. And I remember when I worked there, I was thinking, damn, if Black people, entrepreneurs, really understood this strategy game, we could change the world. We could change our business. And that's when I pulled out my email I sent to myself when my son was 1 and how I wanted to impact the world. And I turned it into a business. So 10 years later, I had an idea. 10 years later, I pulled it out and I looked at it and it was applicable. It was like for that time. Obama was president. The world was crazy. There was a lot of racism. People were talking crazy to Black people. And this whole concept of what I had created was about being positive, talking to each other, encouraging each other, loving on each other, showing that Black people are not stereotypes. Like I had written all this stuff out and I was like, God dang it, this works. It's 10 years later. I pull it out, it works. And that's literally the first business that I launched, called Cosire. 10 years. It took me 10 years to manifest something that I had thought of. After I manifested it, I stayed at my job for like another year and then I left. And then I became a full-time entrepreneur. Kosire did amazing. And because it did so good, and by good, I mean 3 million page views from 1 million people in less than 7 months. We're in 214 countries and territories. I'm flying around the world, the country, let me not exaggerate, the country, speaking and talking. I did a crowdfunding campaign that raised $10,000. Like, I'm out here killing the game. And so I started coaching because now people are like, what are you doing? How do you do it? How did you get 60,000 people to follow you on Instagram? How did you do this? How did you do that? And it was amazing. Like, this is just a girl who was supposed to be big, black, and ugly in 6th grade, who flunked out of 9th grade, who was a dancer, a stripper, who didn't have no education, who now has a bachelor's degree and an MBA, to now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. Lord have mercy. Then after Kosire, I started, like I said, I started coaching and doing some mentoring, things of that nature. But I realized that I wasn't doing what God told me to do. My goal and my purpose is to impact, influence, upscale, take my community to the next level. And I got stuck following the money. What had happened was I couldn't figure out how to monetize my passion. And so I started following the profits. Like, I was making money as a coach and mentor. And so I started doing that because that's where the money was, which is like, well, we all do that. You have family, you have kids, you got to have a job, you have to make money. So you do what you got to do to be able to take care of the people that you love. But it got to a place where I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to just go through this life and not really be connected to what I want to do, who I am, what my passions are. And so I ended up closing down my first 2 businesses. I closed down Kosire. I closed down this mogul brand that I built. And people always ask me today, like, how hard was that? Like, you worked all those years to build these 2 businesses and you just shut them down? Because I wasn't happy. They didn't serve me. And so I created a new business, which is called Upscale Noir, which is basically upscale Black. Like, I'm still committed to being B1, right? Black folks, Black people, Black love, Black power, Black men, Black women. Like, that's still my heart. Like, that's still where I go hard in the paint for. But now I do it differently, right? I wrote a book. So now I'm a published author. I have been recognized by the Phoenix Suns as a Golden Standard Award, with the Golden Standard Award for, forget this. The Phoenix Suns in 2020, during all that civil unrest, when all the corporations were like, how can we do better business with Black people? How can we do better business with the Black community? The Phoenix Suns was one of those organizations, and they were like, Lene, what can we do to work with, to build a better bridge with the Black community? And so they asked me to come in and sit and talk with their leadership team, which I didn't have a problem doing. And I gave them some different ideas. And as we're finishing the meeting, I'm like, well, what are you going to do for Black businesses? And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I understand that you want to build a better bridge with the Black community, and you want to diversify your leadership team, which I think are both great, and you should do that. But there's a whole segment of the Black population that you're not thinking about, which is Black businesses. Have you guys thought about how you're going to do business with Black businesses? And they were like, well, do you have any ideas? Well, yes, I do. I absolutely do. For example, a very easy way that you can do more business with Black-owned businesses is who goes and picks up your executives and your team members when they come in from the airport? There are Black limousine companies that you can do that. When you guys print flyers, there's Black digital printing companies that can do that. Who cleans this stadium? There are Black cleaning companies that can do that. And so they literally gave me an award for bringing them ways to do better business with Black businesses. So basically, they just gave me a business for doing what I do. They gave me an award for doing what I do and what I do from the heart. Why am I telling you guys all this? One, because I had suffered from imposter syndrome for many, many years. Because I believe that period, that 3-year period of time, uh, devalidated my mission and my assignment in life to serve my community. Um, in 2018, after I wrote my book, after I did my most recent event, I started a PhD program. And by the end of this year, I will be Dr. Lene Javette. I will have gone from dancer to doctor. And I put myself out there and I tell my own story because a lot of times people see you, me, or you at this side of your journey and they don't know what you've been through. People used to always be like, I want to be like you. I want to run a business like you. I want to operate like you. You're so amazing. I want to be you. And I'd be like, shit, aim higher than me. Because you don't want to go through what I've been through. You don't want to live the life that I've lived. Aim higher. And my mentor was like, you're tripping. He was like, sometimes people just want to get to where you are right now. And you don't value what you've gone through and what you've been through and how you came to be the woman that you are today. And I was like, damn. And he was like, nothing about your story avoids who you are and what you do or how you do it, because it all makes you a better person today. The other thing I realized was that, oof, Lord, don't make me cry. When I was 12 and God told me that I was going to be a doctor, I thought he meant that I was going to be like a medical doctor. And I was like, maybe I'll be a gynecologist and I'll deliver babies. And I was like, no, I don't want to be looking down the vagina all day. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll be a general practitioner and I can do anything. And I was like, I don't want to be in school that long. I don't even like people's kids. And then when I flunked out of school, I was flunked out of ninth grade. I was like, well, hell, I'm definitely not going to be a doctor. My life is over. And then when I became a stripper, that was like the nail in the coffin. I was like, it's a wrap. Nobody's ever going to take me seriously. Basically, it's done. Like, let me just go get this job and sit in this corner and die. And so at 45, I'm going to be a doctor. It took me 33 years to fulfill my 12-year-old dream. Not only that, but I got my bachelor's, I got my MBA. I've been an entrepreneur going on 9 years. I'm a published author, crowdfunding specialist, Phoenix Suns awarded, national traveling motivational speaker, six-figure earner, coach, mentor, trainer. Sometimes I forget who I am and what I do. I've had 3 businesses over the last couple of years. I've spoken on 40 stages. I've hosted 17 events. I've been featured in 8 articles. I've been a guest on 15 podcasts. I've taught more than 1,000 students through my online business school. I've had 50 to 75 one-on-one clients. I have over 10,000 people on my email list, over 60,000 people that follow me. I literally get to live my dream every day, all the time. And so what I realized was that I was getting ready to get on here today and talk about the Black Power Business Conference. And then I was like, you know what? People don't know you. They don't know if they should buy a conference from you because they don't even know who you are. Are you Black Power? What have you done in your life that's powerful? And I was like, you know what? Let me sit and talk with the people today. Today, instead of pushing the conference, I'm going to push me, my story. The reason why and or what makes me a good strategist is because I've been strategizing since I was 12. At 12, even I counted me out. Hey, Geraldine, you can go to the conference. You can go to www.blackpowerconference.com, or if you go to the link on my page, it's the very top. So Black Power, BlackPowerher.com. I'll type it in here for you real quick. www.blackpowerher.com. Black Pow Her Conference. Sorry, you guys, give me 1 second. I meant to put it over here before, but I just started moving and grooving. You know, when you start telling a story, I'm just trying not to get, I'm trying to get through this without crying and falling apart. Got my makeup running all down my face. I'm trying to, I can't, I'm trying to pin it for you guys, but I pinned the comment. There you go. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes you don't know sometimes you don't know who you're buying from. Sometimes you don't know what you're buying. And so I was like, when I do something, when I host something, when I facilitate something, I'm doing it for people who've been through something. For people who are like, I want to do something different with my life. For people who are like, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, but not at the level with which I want to be. I do events and I host stuff for the me that I was, for the me that I currently am, and for the me that I'm still aspiring to be. The Black Power Business Conference was created because I see so many Black entrepreneurs struggling in their business by themselves. And for whatever reason, we don't bet on ourselves. We don't invest in ourselves. We'll take the I'll do it by myself road. And I've been doing shit by myself for so many years that I could have been stronger, faster, further along had I asked for help, said I was doing bad, had a mentor, a coach, a trainer, just somebody, you know what I'm saying? I had my mom, but a lot of times you keep stuff to yourself. You don't want people to know what you're dealing with, what you're going through. You don't want people to know your finances. You don't want people to know if you're struggling, right? And that's why I like the dynamics of groups. Because when you show up to something in a group like the Black Power Conference, you don't stand out. You're not by yourself. Nobody knows what's going on in your life. Nobody knows if you paid your bills. Nobody knows where you're watching the conference at. It's virtual, right? It's online. You could watch it on your phone. Nobody knows your business and your stuff. And the places where you have holes, or the places where you have gaps, or the places where it's not connecting for you, you can get the help that you want and the help that you need. But I think you should know, who I am, how I serve, why I serve, how did I get here? A lot of times people will just think you have, girl, you cute. You got those cute eyebrows, your hair is all curly, you look cute, like you ain't been through nothing. Thank you, Father, that I don't look like what I've been through. Thank you, Mom, for making me strong. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, life. Thank you, audience. Thank you, clients. Thank you, everybody that supports me and buys from me and shows up. But it's really just, Geraldine says, I want to learn so I can leave the corporate colonization. I know that's right. It's really just, I am a great strategist. I am really good at looking at something and figuring out how to make it better. And I learned by strategizing with me. I learned by turning my life around. I learned by picking me up. I learned by saying what I don't want in my own life and figuring out a way to make it different, to make it better. And now I get to live the rest of my life doing the same thing for other Black people, whether that's in their career, their business, their life. We as a community and as individuals are way, way better and greater than what we give our credit, what we give ourselves credit for. Everybody's story is different. Somebody might have went to jail. Somebody might have been a prostitute. Somebody might have been abused. Somebody might have done drugs. Everybody has their own thing, but that thing doesn't define who you are. But that thing hasn't taken you out of the game. But that thing doesn't determine what your future will be, or how far you can go, or what you can do, or if you can start a business, or if you can be an author, or if you can be successful or not successful. It does not define you. And it took me 20 years to figure that out. I wasted 20 years of my life. 20 years. And so I'm not wasting any more of my life. I'm literally about to live out loud. If I want to be overly sophisticated, I will. If I want to be raggedy, I'm going to be. And by raggedy, I don't mean raggedy. I mean, hell, sometimes I want to say shit. And I feel like I can't because I feel like people are like, oh my God, you got it all together. You're so perfectly put together. I'm not. I do not have it all together. And I'm not perfectly put together. I am perfectly flawed. And through those flaws, I get to be an entrepreneur. I get to share my life. I get to share my testimonies. I get to share what I've learned, what I've been through. And I get to create events where I get to do it. And so I just felt like you should know that, because if you see me pushing my event, the Black Power Conference, and you're like, I don't really know this chick. I don't know if I want to invest in this. I've never seen her. I don't know her story. I don't even know if she does. What does she do for business? Who is she? What kind of business does she have? So I need you to know what type of strategist I am, how I strategize, and that I'm good at it. How else could I get 20 Black women together for a weekend to talk about business? And I'm not talking about low level, low budget Black women either. I'm talking about the cream of the crop. I'm not going to bring y'all nothing that's raggedy. I'm going to bring y'all the best. And we're going to talk about business, and we're going to build business, and we're going to make sure that you understand about business, because we're going to make sure that you get to be the woman or the young man that you want to be. We're going to make sure that you have the business that you want to have. We're going to make sure that we put people in front of you that look like you, that have been through what you're going through, that have been where you are, and they made it to the other side. And I want to make sure that you know that you too can make it to the other side. One of my goals is to speak on the panel of one of your events. Lisa, look at this. Lisa said, hey, Lisa, that's my girl, Lisa. One of my goals is to speak on the panel of one of your events. Okay, so next year you're on a panel. You just manifested it. So you make sure that you remind me that I said that you're speaking on a panel. This is probably my last low-tiered event. And the reason why that is, I was in the shower. Oh, God. I was in the shower the other day. Because, so right now, this conference is $199 for the general admission and $299 for the VIP admission, but it's 50% off right now. Let me say it again. I'm throwing my little banner real quick so y'all can go see Black Power Conference. Right now, it's 50% off, 50% off. So that means the general admission is only $99 and the VIP is $199. But that expires tonight. So you only can do the 50% off for the rest of today. And I was toying with it. I was playing with it. And I was like, you know what? It's more important to me that people get in the room. So I think I'm going to leave it at 50% off and just do it for $99 and $199. Ooh, thank you for conviction. And my spirit hit me. It was like, no, take it back take it to full price. And I was like, but what if people can't afford it? Because my goal is to help the people. And if the ticket is too high, then I'm not helping the people. I'm not reaching my goal, and I'm conflicted in my soul. And I don't know if you guys are religious people. I don't know if you want to call it the universe or God or whatever you do. I said the Lord. So the Lord said to me, look, Lene, if you keep doing $99 programs, you're going to keep giving people $99 service. And if you really want to help people go to the next level, then you have to do it through the programs that you offer. Oh, that hit my soul. If you keep doing $99 programs, they're going to keep getting $99 businesses. And I was like, oh, okay, I hear you. Cool. So tonight's the last night for the 50-50 deal, just because I don't want y'all to stay at $99 programs. Like, I want you guys to get good, high quality programs. So tonight is the last night for the 50% off if you are interested in participating or coming to the Black Power Business Conference. So you can get your tickets for $99 and $149 until midnight. Okay. Tomorrow they do go back to full price, which is $199 and $299, which is not to say that they're not worth it. They are worth like This conference is worth like $2,000. Um, if you're on Instagram, you're not going to see my screen, and so I'm going to apologize in advance. But if you are on my computer screen, apparently you're not going to see it either because my computer has lost the ability to share my screen, which is weird because I just shared it yesterday. All right, well, I guess I can't show it to you. But just know that it's dope. I have 20 speakers. We're going to be talking about funding your way to the top. We're going to be talking about business credit, crowdfunding, bootstrapping, all of these things that I have done, but I have professionals coming in to talk to you guys about it. We're going to be talking about protecting your financial assets from the legal perspective. I have 2 lawyers and 2 accountants that are going to be there. So legal structure, trademarking, protecting your intellectual property, taxes, business taxes, tax implication, because there's some stuff we don't talk about, especially if you're still doing your own taxes, if you're a business owner. We're going to be talking about mastering the art of sales, pricing, pitching, closing sales, how to charge full price. Like you don't have to do a discount all the time. We're going to be talking about building an unforgettable brand and marketing strategies. I have my marketing coach, not my marketing coach, but one of my marketing advisors that will be there. I'm doing a keynote on white labeling products so that you can secure the bag. If you have a business, or even if you don't have a business, but you want to start a business, you have no idea what you want to do, white labeling is a dope program. It's a dope process. All you have to do is come up with the concept and you can white label it. Okay. And a lot of these brands that your favorite celebrity has, their white label products, you can do it too. Okay. So I'm going to be teaching you guys that, talking to you guys about that. We're going to talk about building a profitable team. So if you are a solopreneur and you're struggling in your business, we're going to talk about how to find help, how to delegate, how to ask for help, how to outsource, hiring employees. If you're somebody who does not have a business, but you want to start a business, we're doing a segment on creating a life-changing side hustle, what those steps looks like to transition, get off that corporate plantation. And if you are still working, but you're thinking about starting a business, it's still a good conference for you because it's going to show you and teach you everything to do the right way so that you don't have to get out here in business and struggle. We're going to be talking about increasing cash flow with multiple income streams, how to diversify your business through events. So if you would like to host events, we're going to talk about that, how to become an author, how to become a speaker, how to start a store, which again, most of these conversations I could do by myself, but I feel like it's important to hear from multiple different people. And as a strategist, I know a lot of things about a lot of things, but these women that I have coming, this is what they do every day. This is their specialty. I'm going to teach you guys how to make money from an online course or digital program. And my homegirl, Vicki Dillard, is going to come and do a keynote on the spirit of entrepreneur. It's going to be so dope. It's going to be so dope. Lisa says, stop charging Chevy prices when your Rolls Royce quality. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. That's why I said I'm not going to extend the 50% off. Like after tonight, it's going to be the full rate because I know the value is there. Even at $199 and $299, I'm undercharging. And that's just because I think it's important to have the right people in the room. This conference is for entrepreneurs and business owners and those that are thinking about entrepreneurship in years 0 through 7. And the reason why I picked those years is because those are the years where businesses fail. Those are the years where people struggle the most. And so if you need capital for your business and you can't just walk into a bank to get it, then you need to know what business credit is. You need to know what crowdfunding is. If you don't have a business plan for your business, then you need to know what a business model canvas is. And if you don't have a business model canvas, you need to. And so I'm going to take you guys through what that looks like. Especially if you don't have a business plan. If you've never sat down and strategized what your business is, how it makes money, who your key partners are, who your strategic alliances are, if you don't know that information, for no other reason, you need to be at the Black Power Business Conference for the business canvas model, because that tells you what your business is, how it makes money, what you're going to do, where you're going to be going. Like that is super important for every business to have. Do you have advice for 66-year-old woman reinventing herself? It's like a 20-year-old looking at life. Ooh, girl, first of all, congratulations. My best advice to you is age has nothing to do with reinventing. Like that's my best advice. Sometimes people will think that they're too old to make too young to make their changes or too old to make changes. I will tell you that from a young age, I used to say, hey, Shannon, I used to tell myself, I know I have issues. I'm just not ready to deal with them. I know I have issues. I'm just not ready to deal with them. And I knew I had these issues. I knew I needed to reinvent. I just wasn't ready to face them, to deal with them, to go through the trauma and the turmoil of making those changes, if you will. Um, and when I was, and when I did, I did. But you're never too young or too old to reinvent. So what I would say to you is, one, age doesn't have anything to do with it. But two, get clear about what you want to do, because a lot of times we will get this idea or this concept of I want something different, and I know that there's more out there, and we'll just let that fester in our gut without actually seeing it through. What do you want different? What do you want to reinvent? Where is that going to take you? What does that look like? And then write it down and make it plain. I don't have my vision board in here with me right now. Y'all, I apologize. Okay, I apologize in advance. Okay, we all family, we cousins, we family. Hey, will you bring me my vision board, please? We family. Look it. In the old days, I wouldn't have did that. I'd be like, "Ooh, that's raggedy." Look, I'm throwing out all those sophisticated expectations, and I'm about to just be cool and real. That's what I have to tell y'all. Like, seriously, I don't have it all together. Thank you. I'm on live. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, this is my vision board, y'all. Look, y'all like, damn, girl, you got a lot to accomplish in life. Write it out. Say what you want. I got my car up here. Where's it at? $1 million for my business. Shit, hold on. Thank you, son. Thank you. So this, they can't, hold on, no, Instagram can't see it. So this is my 1 million I'm gonna make. This is my car, the Volvo XC90 in cash. You all heard it here, right? So when I go pick up my car and I pay cash, you guys remember, you guys run the line when I manifested it. These are the golden balls. Living my life like I'm golden. Live. At last, time is on your side. Success, love, health, business, and life. This is my PhD. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's me finishing this program and getting it done. This is all my business stuff. I'm bringing my podcast back, the Upscale Breakdown. Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. Look it, I'm gonna get married. Y'all see me. Y'all see my husband on there. When I put love on my vision board, at some point I'm gonna get married. This is my son. Y'all can see it's my son on here. So being a mom is on there. That's your girl right there on the cover of Ebony. My dream home, where I want to live, new style, get my body back. So write it out, put it somewhere where you can see it. That's my advice. Don't just feel it like you want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Be intentional about what you want to do. Let's see. The best comes in. Do you have advice? Okay, I already did that. White label, yes. So white labeling, if you're not familiar with white labeling, and again, I'm gonna be talking about this at the Black Power Business Conference, right? If you're not familiar with white labeling, I'll give you guys a very quick high level, because I got to save some stuff for the conference, right? So white labeling is, this is a Red Bull, right? So let's say you are a fitness professional and you want to have a product, but you don't know what kind of product to create. I'm using Red Bull as an example. You could say, you know what, I want to offer a energy drink to my customers, to my audience. So you can go to a company and say, hey, you already make an energy drink. Can I buy your energy drink, put a white label on it, and put my brand over it and sell it as my own? That's what white labeling is. So you don't have to have any type of product, business, service. You just have to figure out what you want to sell, throw a white label on it, and sell it. That's the really quick version of what white labeling is, right? I'm going to go into more detail at the conference, but that's basically that is basically what white labeling is. And the reason why I like it, and I think that us as Black people should do it and use it, is because there's so many business opportunities and business industries that we are not in because we don't have the product. When you can go and white label the product and get into these industries without even having to personally manufacture or produce the product. Gangster. I know. Sean Blank says, exactly. I found a company that does that. Man, I have a list. So when I taught my white labeling company, I'm sorry, when I taught my white labeling program, there was like 60 people in it. And so I asked all of those individuals, what type of businesses do you want to start? So based on all the businesses that they want to start, my team put together this list of like 300 different um, companies that you can use to white label. So my white labeling program comes with like 300 different vendors. But it's a really simple, cool, easy way to start a business if you're not sure what you want to do. Y'all just we're gonna ignore this one curl, okay? Let's see. Cheryl Penny says, we don't have a problem buying $300 sneakers. Why not invest in yourself to help your people? We need to create companies for jobs. Score is great for business mentors for free. Absolutely. There's a couple of different programs. So you have Score, you have SBA, you have the Black Chamber of Commerce. You have, if you live close to a university, a lot of times they have free business clinics. So there's a lot of different opportunities and things that you can do for free. I always tell people, start with the free stuff. I'm not mad. Start with the free stuff. Google University, YouTube. There's a lot of free stuff out there, but you'll go from the free stuff, and just think about that. Anything that's free is going to be the basics. I mean, the basics of the basics. And what happens is you have a lot of freepreneurs who takes this free stuff and this free stuff and this free stuff and starts trying to put stuff together like a puzzle. And you want to transition out of freepreneur into entrepreneur into CEO. So $300 is and Cheryl, $300 is the VIP. So for $200 you can do the general, right? $300 is VIP. But again, today is 50% off. So you can get it for $99 and $149. Tomorrow it will be full price, which means it'll be $199 and $299. And it's valued at like $2,000. And what I mean by that is I have 20 dope female entrepreneurs. I don't know what they charge per hour, but I know I charge $6.99 an hour. So you're getting 20 of us for a weekend. So you could do the math. Hey Andrea, can you answer one question? If so, please answer. Hey Norvell, yes I can. Tell me what your question is, dear, and I will definitely answer for you. Instagram, if you have a question, I'm down to answer any questions for you as well. Let's see. You always give so much value. Thank you, Christine. I'm an artist with an art business. Do you have any selling tips when it comes to selling art? You know what? We're doing a whole panel on sales. I have two dope women who all they do is sales. Both of them are sales trainers. I do teach and coach and mentor with sales, but mostly coaches. So they will be there. If you were asking me personally, what I would go into when I'm talking about, how to sell, I'm always talking about who the target market is, who are you selling to, because that then aligns with how you're going to market, where are those individuals at. A lot of times when people have a business, they just throw the information out there and then they're like, how come nobody's buying my products? How come nobody's communicating with me? How come nobody's reaching back out, or how come I'm not getting traffic? Most people don't know their target market. And if you don't know who your target market is, you don't know where they are. And if you don't know where they are, then you're literally pushing your business to people, and you don't even know if it's the right people. So for you, Bubble, I would say to first start with who is your target market? Who are the individuals that you want to buy your art? And don't say everybody, because that's not true. Everybody doesn't like art. Some people only like Black art. Is it abstract art? Is it people art? Is it art that's under $100, or is it art that's over $500? There's all these things that go into who is your target market. Because if it's high-end art, how you promote it will be very different than if it's, lower end Instagram art. So you have to really know who your audience is, and that's going to tell you how to present it. And those will be selling tips that you'll want. So right now it's kind of generic information. I need to know a little bit more about what you do and who you are. But I would say start with, your target market. Vincent said, Vicky, that's my girl. Free the land, beloved. Yeah, that's Vicky. Jennifer says, I am starting my business. I am just starting out. Cool, Jennifer. The Black Power Business Conference is definitely for you if you're starting your business, because what it's going to do is it's going to help you not make the mistakes that most entrepreneurs make. Plus, it's going to get you in a better position when you go to launch your business. So you'll know how to protect your business, what tax implications to be thinking about. You'll know how to make that transition. So even if you're just starting a business, the Black Power Conference will still be beneficial to you. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here? Do you have any advice for a mom with a full-time job? Ooh, trying to start new business in the hair industry. I absolutely do. Hey, Nehemiah. So when I started my business, I am still a single mom. Okay. So I've been a single mom. My son is 21. And when I started my business, he was 11, I guess. And so it's difficult to start a business as a mom, especially if you didn't say single mom, you just said a mom with a full-time job. What I did was, the first thing was getting my mind switched over to entrepreneur. And so what I used to do was I used to call my daytime corporate job my supplemental income gig, and my business was my job. Like, this is my business and this is my supplemental income gig. And so I literally created business hours for my business. So I was working a full-time job, I was going to school, and I was starting a business. Okay. So I have business hours, school hours, and work hours. And I treated my business hours the same way I treated that corporate job hours. So if I said I was working on my business on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., I gave it the same respect that I gave that corporate job, which meant if my homegirls called me and was like, hey, can we go to brunch? Nope, gotta work. Can you come to the baseball game? Nope, gotta work. Now, I gave myself some flexibility. I might take a night shift so that I can have some free time on the weekends, but I hate the word side hustle, but I know people use it. Give your business the same credence and respect and life that you give your corporate job, right? That's number one. The second thing is, let me see what the question was. Trying to start a new business in the hair industry. Number two is do some research on what product or service you want to offer in the hair industry. Are you looking at selling hair? Are you looking at selling hair care products? Like, do some research to see what's happening in that industry, and then what you can do. So I will tell you that I've helped a couple of clients do white label hair care products, right? So I have a customer who we did shampoo, conditioner, wax, like a hair care wax, like a edge wax, a deep conditioner. We did 5 products, and we literally white labeled it. So for like $1,000, she was able to start a business, easy peasy. So figure out what it is that you want to do in the industry, and then figure out how you want to go about sourcing that inventory. There is also a white label hair care company too. So there's figure out what you want to do in the hair care industry. And then set business hours to make sure that you don't just put it on the side, that you don't just make it a side hustle, so that you can actually turn it into a true business. And come to the Black Business Conference this weekend. Let's see. Okay. Hi. Hey, Ty Abrams. Girl, what's good? Okay. Norvell Briggs says, if you have bootleg copyrights, but was told you can spend $65 and the government library will copyright everything that's submitted to its copyright dates when it was bootleg copyrighted. Is that the question? I know you asked to ask a question, but I don't know if that's the question. So Norvell, I don't mind answering the question. I just need to know what the question is. Vincent said, and that's why we love you. Oh, let's see. Somebody block Seminary Way. Okay, as soon as I see it, I will. If I see it, I will block it. I don't have a moderator right now. I'm doing the own comments because I just jumped in here for a second. But if I see it, I will block it. Levon says, hello, Lene. Got my ticket to the conference Thursday. Looking forward to the conference. Thank you, Levon. Non-swirl zone says, I toured the traditional college, but decided to go to trade school and became an electrician. Yo, electricians, man. I was just having a conversation with my homeboy the other day. We don't give enough shout outs to the tradesmen because they out there hustling. They have their own companies. They make good money. Electricians, plumbers, they do good, y'all. Ladies, we overlooking the electricians. Best move for me. No college debt, business owner. Yeah, I concur. I agree. Hey, Montoya. Let's see. Deb Moore says we should. That's what we do with our talents. Art to get exposure. I've been looking to get into white labeling products. Oh, awesome. Lisa, get signed up if you have not. Non-swirl zone says, do you still do a little at the side? I do not. It's funny because people ask me that. Like, I'm a full grown ass woman now. I'm 45. No, I do not anymore. Would I go back if things got rough? No, but I'm currently building a brand on deaf ASL awareness. I will need directions from you. Let me know when you're ready. Farrah says, okay, natural grow. Yeah, I got my little natural out today. Malcolm, I just explained white labeling. Hopefully you heard it. Let me know if you did or did not. The website. So spiritually, the website is right there, www.blackpowerconference.com. But I will put it in the comments so that it makes it easier for those of you that blackconference.com. Boom. I just put it in the chat. On Instagram, the link is pinned right there. Mental dialogue. He asked, do I still strip? Do I still dance? Or am I still on the pole? No, sir, not anymore. Let's see. Will the videos always be available for replay? Oh, that's a great question. So the general experience gets access to the replay for 30 days. So yes, you do get the replay. Let's say you decide that you want to go to the conference, but you're not available or free this weekend. You do get access to the replay for 30 days if you do the general ticket. If you do the VIP ticket or the VIP experience, you get lifetime access. So both experiences get the replay access. One is 30 days and one is lifetime. Great advice. Love the curl, sis. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This, I had to do a podcast interview earlier today, and I had washed my hair and I didn't have time to blow dry it and flat iron it. So I was like, oh, they about to get these natural curls today. And this came out cute. I'm like, if I could just figure out how to do my hair naturally. I got scared in the back. That's why it's up. I got scared in the back. But I was feeling myself. I was like, oh, these curls is cute. Y'all gonna get these curls all day today. But I got to figure out how to actually do it because I like it. I would wear my hair like this more. This is just conditioner. This is a conditioner. I haven't had a chance to finish the wash and blow dry. When y'all see me this weekend at the conference, I'll be blowed out. I'll be back to my normal. But I do like this. I'm feeling it. Dope Law. Do you read the Bible? Do you read Proverbs? Do you go to church? I sure do. Yes, I do read the Bible. I am in the process. I'm doing a 1-year study where it takes me through the Bible. I'm currently in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, but I do read the Bible, and I haven't been to church as much as I should lately because my bishop passed away. And when my bishop passed away, it was very difficult for me to go to church. And then when they got the new minister, we don't vibe. So I've been bedside Baptist lately. I like to watch Pastor Michael Todd at a Transformation Church in Tulsa. And so right now I'm bedside Baptist, but I am looking for a new church here in Phoenix. So you would sell out if the finale was a return to the pole. Yo, Instagram was wild. My homeboy said, I forget who just asked me, do I still dance? But my homeboy said, you would sell out if the finale was a return to the pole. I'm a way better strategist and business professional than I probably ever was a dancer. So there. Okay, yes. Should I do that so I can get paid from? Oh, Norville. Let me tell you that. Okay, so let me say this. I shouldn't tell you this, but I will tell you this. One of the speakers is going to be putting um website disclaimer, privacy policy, and terms of service um documentation in the virtual swag bag for the event. So the easy answer to your question is yes, you should have your copyrights on your website. That's the easy answer. You definitely should. Um, if you're asking me, is the $65? Oh, hold on, I know what you're saying now. Okay, I'm with you, sir. You were asking me if you have bootleg copyrights, but was told you can spend $65 in the government library, will copyright everything that's submitted to its copyright dates when it was bootleg copyright. I see what you're saying. You got bootleg copyrights. I would not use bootleg copyrights on my website if I were you. There are, I think, I have my lawyer do mine. Okay, so but there are a lot of attorneys that have done for you copyrights for like 100 to 200 bucks maybe. One of the speakers that will be at the conference next weekend, that's one of the things I specifically asked her for, and so she's going to be throwing that in as a sweat for swag bag, because I end up on a lot of Black owned sites that don't have the proper legal protection. So you should have a disclaimer at the bottom of your website. You should have your privacy policy, and you should have terms and condition. Like those are like things you should have on your website. And if you don't have an attorney or a lawyer, then which I know a lot of entrepreneurs don't, not judging. That is why I specifically asked to make sure that that was going to be included in the virtual swag bag for this conference, because I want to make sure, man, I want to make sure that Black people are protected. I want to make sure that you understand trademarking, like the difference between a TM and an R. There's just so much that we don't know and we don't get, and I want to make sure that you get it. So I would not have bootleg copyright on my website if I were you. You should just wanted to make you laugh. You did. You definitely did. Grace Richardson, what is the conference about? So it's called the Black Power Conference, and it is about it's a panel of powerful Black women that's going to be leading the charge, and we're going to be helping Black business owners and entrepreneurs get their stuff together. We're doing it through 8 panels over 2 weekends. I'm sorry, over 2 days, right? 1 weekend, 2 days, 8 panels. We are going to be talking about funding your way to the top. So the topics will be business credit, crowdfunding, bootstrapping. We're going to be talking about protecting your financial assets from a legal perspective, so the legal structure of your business, trademarking, protecting your intellectual property. I have my CPA, my accountant coming, talking about taxes, business taxes, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. We're going to talk about mastering the art of sales. I have some sales professionals that are going to come in and talk about pricing, pitching, closing the sale, how to charge what you should be charging, right? I have my social media team that's going to come in and talk about building an unforgettable brand and marketing strategy. So they're going to talk to you about your brand, about marketing, about social media, how to grow your audience. I'm looking at my thing up here. Sorry, Instagram, I can't see behind you. We're going to be talking about building a profitable team, asking for help, delegating outsources, hiring employees. We're going to be talking about creating a life-changing side hustle. Sorry, y'all getting all this shoulder action. We're going to be talking about increasing cash flow, multiple income streams. So how to diversify your business, be an author, start a speaking career, open up a store, host an event. I'm going to do a keynote on making money from online products, digital courses, and or white labeling, if that's something that you're interested in. And then my girlfriend, Vicki Dillard, is going to come and bless us with the spirit of entrepreneur. So that is what the conference is about. Let's see. Oh, Dope Law, what is your diet like lately? I'm going to have to block you because I don't know if you're trolling me or not. So let's just put you in timeout for a second. Maybe you'll come back and be right. You and your hair look gorgeous. Thank you, Emmanuel. Mail it to yourself and don't open it. It's the poor man's copyright. I'm gonna have my legal folks break that down for you. I'm on the website. Thank you. You're welcome. You are a beautiful queen. Thank you so much, Chris. Powerful, love it. Yes, Black Power. Literally came to me. I was in the shower, and I was like, Black Power. I went and looked it up. Nobody was using it. I looked up the trademark. Nobody had it. Called my attorney. I want to trademark Black Power. So we met, and I'm literally about to Black Power belongs to your girl. So I did the lower TM trademark, and now I'm in the process of doing the registered R trademark right now. So I will own Black Power. When you start getting legal with your business, it's beautiful. It's dope. It's dope to have legal protection of your business and your brand. It's dope. Just want to say that you're a total inspiration. Oh, girl, I am principal of an alternative school. Do you give talks to high school students? I absolutely do. I would love to come and talk to high school students because when back in the day, when we was in high school, we didn't have people that looked like us coming to talk to the students. You know what I'm saying? This is all new stuff. And I would love to inspire some young people so they don't have to go the long route to get to where they want to be. Like I went the long route. And so if there was a way that I could inspire or just share my story with somebody to let them know, one, just because you're at an alternative school doesn't mean your story is over. Two, I did it. You can do it. And three, there's so much to this world and this life. Like whatever got you here, turn it around and keep on moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I would definitely do it, and I would love to. Um oh, Antonio Jackson, thank you so much. I love your natural beauty and energy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, okay, all right, all right. I appreciate you guys letting me come and tell my story and put all my business in the streets. More importantly, I appreciate that there's been no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I have read and has come back has been enlightening and good and nice and just loving. And I am doing better. I'm doing better about telling my story and putting it out there because I don't like people to see me on this side of my life and not really know like how'd you get here? Were you born like this? Were you always successful? Have you always just been a go-getter? Like did you just I mean, and really you should know that I'm 45 getting to becoming a doctor. Like if I had my shit really together, this would have been a long time ago. But I had to go I started up the mountain, I feel like 75 times before I really was able to get some traction and start coming up this joint. And now I'm edging up on the peak. I'm edging up on the peak. And I tell my audience and my friends and my colleagues and people who love me and support me and my audience, when I get to the top, not if, when I get to the top, if I get there and I'm by myself, I did something wrong. If I get to the top, not if, when I get to the top, if I don't see none of y'all, then I failed. The true top means that you arrived there and so did your friends, right? When I get there, I want all of us to drop our black cards down and be like, I got it. Like, I want us to be able to laugh and joke about who got it because nobody's tripping about who's getting the bill. Everybody's on vacation. We hanging out, we chilling. Business is still being done, but we out here chilling in Tahiti. Like, that is the measure of true success. And that's why I do conferences like the Black Power Conference and things like that because I know not everybody can show up to my one-on-one stuff. Like I know that, and and I cannot operate from a spirit where the people who really need the information, the people who really need to learn, the people who really need the knowledge can't afford it. I was there. I lived that life. It took me forever to get to where I'm at right now because I couldn't afford to be in the rooms and get the information that I needed. And I swore that when I got to a level of a decent level. I ain't hit seven figures yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I'm not at seven figures yet, but I'm at a place where I know now, where I know that I can help somebody else get to a better place in their business. And there's just stuff that I know, and that my girlfriends know, and that my colleagues and peers know that will take other people to the next level. So that's what I do now. Dr. Javette is around the corner. Yes, sir. Around the corner, Dr. Lene Javette in the house. Hey, Phyllis. Goals, goals. Yes, yes, and yes. Our God is long suffering and merciful. You said that right, Anthony. Thanks again. It's time to see the next American Idol. Sincerely, thanks, B1 fam. B1 all day, every day. You've built your own table. Oh, sorry, Instagram, you guys died. The phone died over here. They dead. It's gone. It's the end. Nothing I can do. Okay. On that note, I got to get back to writing this dissertation. I got to get back to writing this dissertation. So your girl has got to go. Boop. But again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me tell my life's journey, my life story, so that you understand. Oh shit, is something on my shirt? Dang it. So that you understand why I'm a strategist and how I became a strategist and that I was my first client. And yeah, I hope to see you there at the Black Power Her Business Conference. If you cannot come, support somebody else. Donate a ticket, sponsor a ticket. There's people that want to get in the room that cannot. If you have the means to help somebody out, especially right now where the tickets are high price. Thank you, Lene. You're so welcome. Thank you for your transparency and sharing your story tonight. You're so welcome. Beloved, love the way you keep it true to the game that you're supposed to be and had been playing from the start. Your catapult was and is your past testimony. Oh, thank you so much. I think it's Haas Powers. We need to do lunch or brunch. Yes, I'm back in Phoenix. Are you in Phoenix, Lisa? Dope losses. I'm buying the course. Come through. Come on in. Come buy the course. The conference is this coming weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be amazing. You're going to have a good time. Make sure you guys get your tickets tonight, okay? Before they go up. They are going up tomorrow. Get it while it's on the low, okay? I want to make sure you're in the building. It's going to be an amazing time. With that being said, you need to let me pin you a movie. Good night. Maybe I can tell my story on the screen. Thank you for your truth. You're so welcome. Hi, I'm Jeff praying for Russia and Ukraine, the United States. God is one day. Yes. What do you use in your hair? This is just conditioner. I washed my hair last night and put it in conditioner to deep condition. And I was up till 4:00 this morning working on my dissertation. I had a podcast at 12. And so I went to bed at 4, woke up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 10 a.m., lollygagged to about 10:45. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have time to do my hair. So all I did was took my hair out of the deep conditioner. And then this is what it was. So yeah. Oh, you like my new logo? Thank you. Thank you. All right, you guys, I have literally held you guys hostage for at least an hour minimum. So I'm not going to hold you guys anymore. It's Sunday. Please go and enjoy yourself, enjoy your family. I cannot wait to see you guys next weekend at the Black Power Her Business Conference. Get your ticket today. 50% off. Tomorrow, today's price is not tomorrow's price. Tickets are going up. So right now, well, they're going to regular price. So regular price is $199 and $299. Right now, tickets are on sale. They are 50% off until midnight tonight. So right now, tickets are $99 and $149. Okay. So after tonight, they will be full price, which is $199 and $299. So right now, you can get them for the low. Okay. $199 and $299. And the reason I did that is because I literally have only been promoting this thing for 2 weeks. So I was like, the first week I'm gonna do 50% off. The second week I'm gonna do a full price. So yes, you will, Regina. Hey, Crystal. You missed, girl. I told all my business. I told my life story, how I got here. Yeah, I literally just told all my business. Title will be B1 Birth. Ooh, I like that. All right. I got to get back to this dissertation. I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. I appreciate you. Please make sure, you know what? If you don't follow me on Instagram, please go follow me on Instagram. I need 14 people to get me to 4,000. Okay. 14 people need to go follow me on Instagram right now so I can get to 4,000. I will. Yes, Crystal, I would love for you to rewatch and then get some feedback from you. Literally, like I said, I told all of my business on this live. but it was good. I need to do more of that. I need to be transparent more. Whenever I'm transparent, I usually get lots of inboxes and emails and people that are just like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad to hear your story." Because a lot of times people see me online, my eyebrows is together, my hair is together, and like, "Oh my god, you got it together." And on the bottom, I got on like boxer shorts or some uh uh maybe no pants. You know what I'm saying? This is all to be together, and I'd be like, I don't got it together. So today was really just a chance to be like, I'm just regular, everyday people who is in this life trying to get to the next spot, just like everybody else. And the thing is, this is us. Everybody's doing this. So I may just be a little bit further than you, but I'm still tracking. You know what I'm saying? So we all doing this. We're at different levels doing it, but we're all doing the same thing. I sent this to my daughter. She's 22 and awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Claire. I hope it's Clarice. I hope I said that right. All right. I'm really gonna let you guys go. I do this all the time. I get on here. I love to run my mouth. I love to talk, especially with other people and people who get it. But I'm really gonna go this time. I feel like that TikTok where we're talking about black mama standing at the door with their purse and they don't be leaving for like an hour. 11 more Insta followers to 4,000. Come on now. There's 116 of you guys on here, 117. I just need 11 of you to go to my Instagram and follow me. I'm about to give you, let me see if I can change can I change the brand? I'm about to change the brand to Upscale Noir. Look it, there's my handle at I am Lene Javette. If you go on Instagram and you follow me, you could be one of the next 11 people. You're gonna help me get to 4,000. Okay, I appreciate you. Yes, you did miss the show ML Milk 35, but it was really good. So I would recommend you go back and watch it. All right. On that note, be blessed, stay black, and be one. And I'll see you guys hopefully at the conference next week. But if not, I'm Melanated Air on Tuesday. Thank you, Clarice. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys have a good one. I will talk to you guys later.